Okay, so question number 3, it says use part 1 of the fundamental theorem of calculus to find the derivative of the function. All right, so this is what I call the second fundamental theorem of calculus, but I've heard other people refer to it as not that. All right, so anyways, it's when you take the derivative of an integral. All right, so when you do that, so I wrote d dx, the derivative of this. All right, so of your integral. All right, so any number, 5, any constant, when you do this, the second fundamental theorem of calculus, what this professor is calling part 1 of the fundamental theorem of calculus, numbers are 0. So when you sub 1 in, you get 0. All right, so this takes on properties of both derivative and integration. So if this were an x value and this was also an x value, you would sub this number in and then get a value, and then sub this in and subtract them. This one first, though. All right, but because this is 5, a number, that's going to give me 0. All right, this x, I'm subbing x in. All you do is you replace this t with x. It's super easy. So t, instead of t squared, it's x squared. Sine, instead of writing the square root of t, you write the square root of x. Now, writing 0 feels redundant, so don't. So this is your answer right there. Boom. Okay, now, this one's more traditional. All right, so d dx is the way I do these. All right, so this is your x value. This is a constant, so I don't worry about this. I just have to sub this in, and it's going to be, well, I just sub this in. I don't have to worry about subtracting anything. So you replace this t with cosine x. All right, so that would be cosine to the third power. So it's cubed, but this is how you write. You write the 3 right there. Now, it's not technically wrong to put cosine x in parentheses to the third power, but this is how you write it. Again, it's not wrong to put to the third power, like cosine x in parentheses to the third. Plus 1 squared. Now, the property this takes, because it's more than x, the property of derivative is chain rule. All right, so when it's more than x, you got to chain rule it. That's the property of derivatives that carries over to what I call the second fundamental theorem of calculus. All right, so I replace t with cosine x, and then the derivative of cosine x is negative sine. So I wrote negative sine. Make sure you throw parentheses around that, because otherwise it would look like minus sine x. So you're multiplying. All right, so all I did was move the negative out front, boom, and then wrote sine x. So I could put parentheses around that. I could leave it like it is. So this is the answer. Now, I could multiply this out and then distribute sine, but generally I don't do that. All right, bye.